What's going on, everyone? I am going to be recording my trading today. I am still using the original pullback strategy, the exact same thing we've been doing, except I have been working on a new bar type that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to call them Saber Renko, but it's really just a play on the original NinzaRenko bars. They function in a very similar manner where you still have to travel a set number of ticks before it creates a new bar. So if you're going short, you need 16 ticks short before it creates a new bar. If you're going long, you need another 16 ticks before it creates a new bar. The main difference with these bars is that they fix two problems. The first is the original NinzaRenko bars always have a fake open, and I'll pull them up over here. I have them running not on my VPS, but when you're using NinzaRenko bars, everybody knows, let's say if we're going short, the actual open is at the bottom of the candle. But when you're backtesting, the open is always considered at the top. So it makes backtesting very difficult, and that's where you get these exaggerated P&Ls where users claim to make hundreds of thousands of dollars when in reality they're just putting them on this type of chart, and it's not really realistic. So what you'll notice with these new bars is the open price is actually at the bottom where it's supposed to be, or obviously if you're going long, it's going to be near the top up here where it's actually supposed to be. Now, the next thing this fixes is the problem when there's multiple bars printed on the exact same timestamp. I know many of you guys face this, and it's always a problem where you think a trade is being entered late, but in reality, it's just multiple bars being printed on the exact same timestamp. Let me see if I can pull this up on the original Ninja. So we'll notice the timestamps right here, 9:33:02. Let me pull this up over here. So if you notice, two bars printed on the exact same timestamp. So if you were to enter around here, you might actually just get a fill up here somewhere, because these are not where the price has actually been. These are just considered filler because the price may have just moved all the way up here in a single tick, but this is just filling that empty space. So what we've done with these bar types is we just added a simple 1 second filter. So at least 1 second has to pass before it creates a new bar. And if that 1 second passes, like you can see, it's just going to kind of merge the bars together. And then it's going to start creating a new bar once everything is uniform. So those are the two main things these new bar types fix. And the one other thing I kind of wanted to keep as well is, I know a lot of you guys trail based on the low of the previous bar if you're going long, or the high of the previous bar if you're going short. So I really wanted to keep that intact as well. I know there are other bar types where you only see the actual price of the NinzaRenko bar, but they fail to have this sort of tail. So you never actually get that high-low trail stop if that's something you want to use. So again, with these bar types, I kept that tail in there. And that way, if you are one of those trailing with the high-low stop, you are able to continue to do that just as well. So these are going to be better for backtesting. And during real time, it should give you a little bit more realistic fill. So again, we're just running the same pullback strategy that we've been running. I've made other videos on this just as well. And I just want to see how they actually function in real time. So again, I guess while we're waiting for a signal here, we are basically, once this background is orange and the 21, that's the blue line, is under the 50, there we go, we just got into a trade. So we're just looking for a pullback above the previous bar's high. And then our signal is once the bar closes back in our direction. And it looks like this one is maybe not going to work out, but we'll see. And just as a reference, we also took this one with the NinzaRenko bars on my other chart as well. So not a great start to the day. So anyways, what I was saying with this strategy, what we're looking for is this orange background. And this orange background just tells us it's all our short conditions are true, or all our short filters. So that is this zero line, that is the middle line you see in here. Once it is red and sloping down, that gives us a short filter condition. And what we're looking for is this entry signal to form within this orange background. Now, for the longs, it's the opposite. We're looking for a green line that's sloping up, and we want some sort of a blue entry signal. So that is a pullback below the previous bar's low, and then closing back up in our direction. So here, if this bar closes down, we should get another entry signal. Now, I do have to mention that because of the way this handles all the new bars, especially when there's multiple timestamps on the same one, you are going to see a few slight differences. So, for example, this one right here, it kind of merged everything together with the NinzaRenko bars. So this whole thing on NinzaRenko was just one single bar. But obviously with this new bar type, there might be a few slight tick differences. So this formed two bars, and we managed to get another signal a little later on. So we'll see how this one turns out. So it's not going to be 100% copy of the NinzaRenko bars, obviously, but this should be close enough, and it's always going to be just a little bit different. So here we got the fill on that one. All right, so I'm just going to pull up the NinzaRenko one again. So the NinzaRenko one, we got an entry here and then hit our target and then immediately got into another trade. So we're bringing that one back slowly. So again, guys, don't think of these bar types as a copy of NinzaRenko. Think of them as their own separate bar type. It is going to be very similar in a lot of ways, but there are going to be some slight differences. What's best? I can't tell you that. The best bar types are the ones that work for you. This is just something that I've been working on, something that I figured may help some people out there. So at the end of the day, guys, use what's best for you. So I guess while we're waiting, let's go over some of the new things that you may see in the upcoming Predator X order entry. And guys, remember, this is free for all our lifetime members. So if you are a existing version 3 lifetime member, once this comes out, you will get this 100% free. And what you'll see is an upgraded panel like you see here. You'll notice it's a little bit cleaner. You have a lot more break-even options. You can move your profit targets, stop loss. I do have some extra options coming for the ad buttons as well. But you'll also find a much cleaner panel. And we also added some extra options over in our management tab that's going to make managing your trade a whole lot easier as well. And don't worry, I'm going to cover all of this in the video once we actually release this version 4. But again, this is going to be 100% free for all our lifetime members. I think with this one, I need to look at my list. I have around, I believe, over 60 significant updates coming with this version alone. It is by far the biggest update we've ever done. So again, I'm going to cover most of it. It's probably going to take a few videos to get through everything, but I'm going to be uploading everything to our user guide, and it should be fairly intuitive on how it works. So there shouldn't be too much trouble, but don't worry, I'm always here if you guys need help. And we'll cover as much as we can. I'll try and explain things as best as I can. But there are a lot of cool features coming. So if this one closes down, we should be getting another entry here. All right, so here we got another signal. And just for another reference, the NinzaRenko one took that one as well. Again, it's a little hard to have them both. Just one's running on a VPS, the other one's on my actual main PC. So if I click on one, it kind of gets rid of the other screen. So this is kind of the best solution I could come up with. Unless I could record two screens at the same time. I've never actually tried it. So here we just hit another target. Actually, I do have one thing I forgot. If you guys notice me moving that break even, this is something I know a lot of you guys were asking for. This is one of the features coming in version 4. So as many of you know, I have the stealth stop enabled. That's the pink line you saw when we first entered the trade. That acts as a stop loss. So we won't get stopped out until the price actually closes beyond that pink line. So what ends up happening is sometimes you may want to move your stop to break even or set some sort of a trail stop. But because we are still waiting for the price to physically close past that line, it makes it a little bit difficult, especially if you're trying to get that break even trade. So what I've done with this new version is once we actually start moving our stop loss, the stealth stop will essentially disappear and your actual physical stop will take over. So that way we can combine whatever methods we want to use. Don't worry, I'm going to cover that in a lot more detail once version 4 comes out. But for now, the original method is still just having this option off. And that way your stealth stop is always the one that will exit the trade only once the price closes past the line. So we'll see if we get another trade here soon. So if this closes down, we should get another entry signal. Wife just brought me breakfast and coffee. Here we got a signal, but our zero lag indicator was green. So that is not a valid short. Whether it works or not, that doesn't matter. So it looks like it would have worked out, but again, not the signals we're looking for. We want that orange background. And here we're waiting for this blue line to cross above the orange. That means our 21 is above our 50. So that is also going to confirm the bullish trend. So now the 21 is finally above the 50. We can finally start looking for long trades. Over here, we were kind of in a little bit of a limbo with the zero lag pointing bullish, but the MA filters pointing bearish. So now we're at least pointing in the same direction. And I think I am going to cut it here. We're close enough to our $400 target. I think that just about does it for me for today. The longer I stay in a trade, the worse I end up, especially with this sort of strategy where we are relying on volume, we are relying on volatility. The longer we stay in the day, it rarely ever works out for me. So I think 370, my target is 400 for the day. Plenty close enough. I think I am going to cut it here. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys found this useful. I am going to put this bar type somewhere on my website. I'm sure I'll have it up on Discord. So it's free to download. Anybody can use it. You don't even have to sign up for anything. So if you find it helpful, use it. If not, don't. It's free and it's there for anybody. And lastly, this Predator X order entry version 4 coming very soon. Again, free for all our lifetime members. But I hope you guys found this video useful. As always, take care. Enjoy.